Next week, Shelia worries she's lost Deacon for good after her deception pushed him to walk out on their marriage, and so much more. Here is the bold and the beautiful early preview for the week of September 29th, 2025. Will and Electra grapple with the revelation that Luna is pregnant. Sheila worries about her marriage. Taylor and Deacon share a brief moment as he seeks guidance. Beth practices a father-daughter dance with Liam. Hope is torn between her love for Liam and her commitment to Carter. Eric and Ridge visit the Forrester showroom with Brooke, Carter, and Daphne. Hope admits to Brooke that she has been reminded of her past love with Liam. Ridge expresses his love for Brooke. Hope flashes back to a rooftop moment with Liam. Carter expresses excitement about marrying Hope. Hope decides to go to the father-daughter dance. Daphne reflects on Carter's charms. Ridge and Brooke are shocked to learn that Luna is alive. Lee is furious for risking her career to help Luna. Will is devastated, and Electra is heartbroken. The corridors of Forrester Creations may be filled with whispers of couture and competition. But the true, pulse-pounding drama in Los Angeles is unfolding within the deceptively tranquil walls of the Spencer Mansion. For Sheila Carter, the woman who has cheated death more times than anyone can count, faces her most formidable challenge yet. Not a vengeful enemy or a looming prison sentence, but the crumbling foundation of her own hard-won marriage. The week of September 29th through October 3rd promises to be a masterclass in psychological tension, as Sheila, armed with a terrifying blend of genuine love and pathological obsession, launches a last-ditch, all-or-nothing campaign to save her union with Deacon Sharp. The catalyst for this week's firestorm is the ever-widening rift caused by the honeybee incident. Deacon, a man who prided himself on seeing the good in a woman the entire world had condemned, is now confronted with irrefutable proof of her deception. His trust, the very bedrock of their relationship, has been shattered. Spoilers indicate that Deacon is not merely angry, he is profoundly disappointed and soul-weary. He gave Sheila his name, his home, and his unwavering belief in her redemption, only to feel like a fool. He begins to emotionally withdraw, spending more time at Il Giardino and less time at home, leaving Sheila in a vacuum of silence she finds more terrifying than any shouted accusation. Sheila, ever the survivor, interprets this silence not as the quiet grief of a betrayed man, but as the prelude to her ultimate abandonment. And for Sheila, abandonment is a fate worse than death. This triggers her core survival instincts. She isn't planning to flee or to lash out violently, at least not at first. Instead, she concocts a multi-pronged strategy of manipulation and grand gestures designed to remind Deacon of the magic they shared. Her first tactic is one of calculated remorse. Viewers can expect to see a version of Sheila not seen since her early days with Deacon. Humble, vulnerable, and tirelessly devoted. She will become the perfect wife again, cooking his favorite meals, meticulously maintaining their home, and speaking in the soft, pleading tones of a woman who knows she is on the brink of losing everything. She will litter their conversations with phrases like, "You're the only real thing I've ever had," and "Before you, I was just a ghost, Deacon." This is a deliberate appeal to Deacon's savior complex, his need to be the one man who could tame the untamable. However, lurking just beneath this surface of contrition is a seething paranoia, and her second tactic will be to identify and eliminate the threats to their marriage. In her mind, the primary poison in Deacon's ear is, and has always been, Hope Logan. Sheila will observe a heartfelt conversation between a concerned Hope and a despondent deacon at the restaurant. Though the conversation may be innocent, Hope checking in on the man she still considers a father figure, Shelia will warp it into a narrative of deliberate sabotage. She becomes convinced that Hope is actively campaigning to end her marriage, pushing Deacon to see sense and cast Shelia out for good. This misperception sets Shelia on a dangerous collision course with Hope, leading to at least one tense confrontation where Sheila's mask of civility slips, revealing the cold steel of a warning beneath. The most shocking spoiler for the week, however, involves a breathtakingly audacious third act in Sheila's play. Desperate to create an unbreakable bond, Shelia decides they need to reaffirm their vows in a grand, romantic ceremony. She begins secretly planning a recommitment event, believing that by publicly declaring their love again, surrounded by symbols of their union, she can force the connection back to life. In a stunning move, she even reaches out to a local priest to inquire about officiating, completely oblivious to the sheer absurdity of a woman with her history seeking a church blessing. This plan is a testament to Sheila's profoundly fractured psyche. She genuinely believes that a ritual can erase betrayal and that performance can substitute for authentic healing. Meanwhile, Deacon finds himself trapped in an agonizing dilemma. He confides in a surprised but sympathetic Finn, who has his own complicated history with Shelia. Finn, understanding the unique hold Deacon has on his biological mother and the tenuous peace it has brought, advises caution. He warns Deacon that while Sheila's actions were wrong, pushing her into a corner could have catastrophic and unpredictable consequences. This conversation forces Deacon to weigh his own broken heart against the potential safety of everyone around him. Is leaving Shelia worth triggering a final, unstoppable rampage? The week builds to a climactic scene where Shelia, unable to contain her secret plan any longer, unveils her idea for the vow renewal to Deacon. The confrontation is electric. Deacon, exhausted and raw, is faced with the full, terrifying depth of Sheila's delusion and desperation. He must look into the eyes of the woman he loves and decide if there is a shred of the redeemed Shelia left to salvage, or if he is merely staring into the abyss of her madness once more. His response will not only determine the fate of their marriage, but will set a course for either a fragile new peace or a storm of vengeance that will engulf all of Los Angeles. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, it's not about fashion or business rivalries. It's a chilling exploration of how far one woman will go to protect the only true love she has ever known, and the one man who must decide if that love is his salvation or his eternal damnation.